Happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Somerset County Family Community Health Science Department, and we're here in the kitchen today cooking up skillet lima beans. They're going to be mouth-watering. I went ahead and already started the process. I had about 2 ounces of pancetta that I sauteed and I put aside, and then I added a little bit of olive oil and 1 small onion that I diced, and it's sauteed, and now it is nice and soft, so we're ready to add the lima beans. I have 2 cups of frozen lima beans that I've thawed out. Frozen lima beans is a great staple to have, and we're going to talk a lot about today and through the next coming weeks about meal planning and meal prepping and ways to save money in your budget with pantry staples. So beans are such a great item to have on hand. So we've added the 2 cups of lima beans to the sauteed onion. And then the other veggies that we're going to add, I have 1 clove of garlic that's minced. I have half of a red pepper that I've diced up. And I actually didn't have a whole pepper. I had a bag of these little mini ones, so I grabbed a handful of these. So again, these recipes are so versatile, and you can be flexible and change them for the ingredients that you have. And then I have about a half of a pint of cherry tomatoes that I have. And I love these dark ones. So whatever you have, that's going to get added to your lima beans. And we're just going to let this saute and cook through. I'm adding a half a cup of chicken broth. You can use any type. You can use a vegetarian broth. I do like to buy low sodium broth just to keep the salt that I can control. So when you can buy low sodium, definitely go for it. So we're gonna let that simmer for a little while. We will add the pancetta in a few minutes. Another ingredient that I have right when we're ready to finish this off is a lemon. So when this is all cooked through, we're gonna zest a little bit of the lemon, because you know I love zest, and it really just brightens your dish and gives it a pop of flavor, and just about a tablespoon of the juice right when we're ready to serve it. So if you've been following our recipes, in the summertime I made a summer succotash with lima beans. Now, if I'm probably like most people, the thought of a lima bean just didn't seem appealing, and it wasn't anything that I ate often. But when I made that summer succotash, everybody in the office loved it. I loved it. And what's so great about lima beans is that they're also called butter beans. So they have a creamy taste, like a slight butter taste, but it's not a very deep taste. So it will pick up the flavor of anything that you're cooking. So when we have ingredients like sauteed onion and garlic and the fresh vegetables, in that recipe it had fresh herbs and corn, it really makes for a comforting and delicious dish. So this is kind of like a winter version of that. We're adding a little bit of pancetta for flavor, and we don't have the corn added. We're using lemon instead of lime, so it's more of a comfort on this really cold day. This makes a delicious side dish. So if you're gonna have fish like salmon, or you're gonna have maybe some grilled chicken, this is a great side dish. But you can also make this a main dish, because beans are a powerhouse for protein. So if you're looking for, like, say, a meatless Monday, you can leave out the pancetta, or not have the meat be the superstar of your meal, and have this be the superstar of your meal, loaded with veggies, very high in fiber, and we know fiber is so good for our digestive system. It's also good to help stabilize blood sugar. And lima beans have a glycemic index of 7, so they're not gonna spike your sugar, which is great when you're looking for a nice dish and a healthy dish. Okay, so what you do is you kind of let this come to a boil, let this simmer for about 10 minutes. I'm going to add in the pancetta now so that it really adds to the flavor. So this is going to simmer for about 10 minutes. When it's done, you're going to, just like I said, zest a little bit of the lemon, squeeze a little bit of the juice, and you are ready to serve. So the recipe will be in the comments below. I will post a picture when the dish is finished, and let you know how it tastes. It will be amazing. Have a wonderful weekend.